Jacob,'s desperation. He's a desperate man. A moment ago, I asked you the question. If you could ask God for one thing, what would you ask God for? I don't pretend to know what your greatest need might be. I don't know what your heaviest burden is, but I want to ask you this. How desperate are you? We want God to touch our bodies, but we're not desperate enough. We want God to send revival, but we're not desperate enough. Desperate people resort to desperate measures. And as you study your Bible, you'll find it was desperation that caused the prodigal son to come to himself in the hog pen and say, how many hired servants of my father's have bread enough and to spare, and I perish with hunger? I'll arise and go to my father, and will say to him, Father, I've sinned against heaven and before thee this day, and am no more worthy to be called thy son. Make me as one of thy hired servants. It was desperation. Jacob was a desperate man. I want to report to you tonight that Satan gets nervous when God's people get desperate. It was desperation that drove Hannah to the temple when she begged God for a son. It was desperation that caused her to pray, Lord, if you'll give me a man-child, I'll give him back to you all the days of his life. And God didn't just want Hannah to have a baby. God was looking for a Samuel. And when she got desperate, God said, now we're getting somewhere in him. One day this judge is walking and he feels a tug at his cloak, and he turns around and there's this little widow woman staring him in the face, and she says, avenge me of mine adversary. And this wicked judge, he said, I told you one time, he said, I don't, what do I have to do with you, woman? I don't have time for you. I don't care about you. Your problems are not my problems. Just leave me alone. And that judge walked away, and he felt another tug, and he turns around, and that's that woman. Avenge me of mine adversary. He said, I already told you, woman, I don't have time for you. I don't care about your problem. Just leave me alone. But that little widow woman, she would find that judge, and she would cry continually, avenge me of mine adversary. Avenge me of mine adversary. Avenge me of mine adversary. And finally, this judge had had enough, and he said, all right, okay, I'm going to grant your request. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. He didn't do it because of compassion. He didn't do it out of concern. He didn't do it because he cared at all for this woman, but because of her continual crying, she troubled this judge with her request. How desperate and determined are you? God, I need revival. God, I need revival. God, I need revival. God, I need revival. How desperate and determined are you?